Okay, while those legs dry up, we're gonna do
what?
Well, see, that's 1A, so we're done with 1A. Now we're gonna go 1B, and then if you read that, because how these arms go together, because is that arm, yeah, that arm is attached to the gun. This doesn't, blah, blah, blah. This other one is not. 9 connects. So what they're saying is, because more than likely this has a key too, so it's only going to go in the exact way it needs to go in, which is nice. But you want to do 8 and 9 before you put the gun onto the guy. So you want to make sure, because what we're actually going to do is we're going to start down here, put 8 and 9 together, so that while it's gluing and drying, we're going to come back up here and do 10, 11, and 6, because this needs to be glued for sure. So we're actually going to start with 8 and 9. So yeah, 8, as you can see, is the huge gun. Little comical, little bit over the top, but hey, you know what? These guys are make-believe.
Yes, but if you are a real-life person, please do not use guns.
Thank you.
They are very bad.
Thank you for that announcement.
Haha.
And there's 9.
I'm climbing.
Okay, you go climb. And again, the round piece, you see there's a tab left over, so just use your snips. It's 1, it's safer for you, and 2, it's actually safer for the model, because you're only going to snip what's in the snip, and you won't take off more than you need to, really, or more than you can. Whereas with Scriber, you can take off way too much. And this has this rounded bit, which is cool, and for this makes a lot of sense. But you do have to watch out, because this is a gun barrel. It makes sense, but I've dug this point into a fig while I was scribing down a small, I can't remember what it was, but there was like something right below it, behind it, and I scratched that model so bad. I mean, it's like, yeah, battle damage, right?
Battle damage.
So you just want to make sure that whatever it is, when you use that round bit, it's not gonna, that point isn't gonna damage the model. This is a very big gun.
Humongous.
This belongs on a tank.
I wish I could bring the whole bag of gummy bears down here.
Yeah, I think you've had enough
I'm so hungry.
for right now. Well, you know, there's always lunch.
Yes.
There's always lunch.
But when are we going to go to McDonald's for lunch?
Who said we're going to McDonald's for lunch?
I want to go.
Why?
I don't know. I just want...
I mean, McDonald's for breakfast is good, but I'm not a big fan of lunch.
Why? I want my Cheesy McGriddle.
Well, see, that's breakfast. They don't serve those for lunch.
Oh, I want a Cheesy McGriddle. I want a Cheesy McGriddle.
You know better than that.
No.
They do not serve breakfast for lunch. That is, I thought you were old enough to have learned that.
I didn't know. Nobody told me.
Uh-oh. I like just sand down the barrel, too. There you go, your first lesson in life.
I want Cheesy McGriddle.
McDonald's does not serve breakfast for lunch.
It's not my first lesson in life.
Well, kind of seems like it.
No, it's not. I want Cheesy McGriddle. I want lunch.
Well, if you want lunch, you can go upstairs. Mommy's up there.
Yes, I go.
And just so you know, I had offered to make lunch before we came down here. But she wanted to come down here so bad. So I said, okay. she can get hangry. But enough about her. We're just going around cleaning up these mold lines. They're not too bad. Yeah, see, there's a key there. So that arm is going to go in exactly like it needs to, which is very nice. So don't cut that off or scribe it off or whatever. That's going to be really important. Okay. So yeah, so that fits right in there. And they suggest to put the arm on first, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that when that gets in there, that it's seated well. So that when it goes onto his chest, the arms aren't spread too wide or too narrow, then you can have some problems. All right. There! All right. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good. And I have a little cheapo set of modeling tweezers. It makes it easy to put a little bit of pressure on little tiny pieces of model. Okay, so while that's holding, drying and gluing, like I said, we'll continue on with the other part, the chest. 10 and 11 for the backpack. He's got the little fly backpack here. And those look like a lot of fun to cut off. And what you could do sometimes too is if you back off from the piece a little bit and cut more of the pin, that'll leave a little bit on the piece. Then you'll be able to come in when it's not on the sprue and kind of get a better cut. Like I said, these are better than scribers because you really won't take more off. I mean, unless you cut more off, I guess. But when you're doing that, you're not going to risk taking more off. 10. Love Marines, Space Marine backpacks. So much fun. And you don't want leftovers making it sit funky. So you know that is going to be covered. You don't need to be too careful. You just need to make sure it's definitely clean. And you definitely do see these exhausts. So we're gonna make sure we script those down. And that's the back. Oh, there's a point, yeah. Just making sure to get that mold line off of there. And then you get to do the same thing. Well, no. Oh, that looks pretty good. I am gonna get that down. That's pretty good. It's just the mess that the pin's made. Do a little bit of scribing. And a lot of sanding, probably. Okay. That's gonna sit up on. Oh, I got it backwards. There we go. Sit up on top like that. Very nice. like that to me. I did it again. Yeah. There we go. And that'll go on. See how that's, yeah, looking good. So we'll let that dry. And then put on the front chest, which is 6. Should be, is that 6? Yeah, that's 6. I think we already cut off 9. And another shoulder pad. Well, at least they didn't put it on the rim. Let's first just see how that fits. Okay. Oh wow, that fits in real nice. Like the scroll work there. Very nice. Definitely make good looking figs. So take your time when you're putting them together. And you'll like them. Even if they are just, you know, battleship gray. Oh, he's got a big, you know, little bullet there. So remember, especially in the shoulder pad, you want to come from different angles. And just a little bit at a time. And then definitely use that sanding stick. Like I said, this one is about done. All right. Do we have to put a head on first? No. The head just fits in. Okay. Sometimes, like in the biker, his head had like a disc under the neck, but this one looks like it just sits in. So we're good. Good to glue. And yes, I'm going to double check that. 7, yeah, it's just a pin, so we're all right. Good to glue. Glue looks good. And there is a little piton there, so we'll give that a little bit of love. And then up and around. And like I said, this is one reason why I really like this glue. You just paint it on right where you want it. Just make sure you close it. You got some ventilation. This stuff really is bad. Mask. Everybody's got masks now. A little bit of ventilation, a little bit of mask, a fan going or something, just to, so you're not sitting in a cloud of fumes. All right. That's done. That's nice and dry. Ooh, this is a big guy. A lot of stuff. You should be able to just get away with putting some glue in that little divot around the sides there. Should fit in right where he's supposed to. Now what I would do, I got the gun all ready. Just kind of see how that's going. Oh boy, that's beautiful. That goes right in there, guys and gals. Yeah, nice. Because the backpack's still a little posable, a little movable. I'm gonna drop some glue in here. Kind of don't take your time. Get a little glue back on that ammo belt. Go on that ammo belt. Try to move with a purpose, so that you can kind of get these in and hold them. Don't put too much pressure once you do this. But if you can get them in there where they're supposed to be, it's like the backpack's still a little mobile, so you can try to get that gun belt, ammo belt, where you want it, and then just real light, and then just hold it. We're gonna pause here and then be right back.